Welcome to LUV Fitness Studios podcast, live from Manchester, UK, speaking to entrepreneurs in the fitness, health and wellbeing industry, sharing stories about the real-life challenges and hustles. Now, over to your host, Nick Phillips.
Okay guys, welcome to podcast number 2 of LUV Fitness Studios. The last one was absolutely brilliant, so we've now asked in a good friend of mine, an old friend of mine, Anthony Brown from Elite Fitness. How you doing, buddy?
Good, mate. How are you? You okay?
Yeah, I'm good. You just got back off your holiday?
We have, yeah. We've been Croatia, bit of sun. As you can tell, my amazing tan.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, you need to get on some.
went burgundy, then back to like transparent. So
yeah.
Good, yeah, that's me.
Cool. Any problems with lockdown and all that sort of stuff?
No, it was all right, mate. It was dead sound. Going out was dead easy. Coming back was dead easy. Obviously, they make it a bit of a faff, don't you, getting back in, like, because all the forms and stuff. But
yeah,
amazing out there. You would never even think anything's going on. People are friendly, lovely. Culture's amazing.
Yeah,
everything's amazing. Food was great. Hospitality, yeah, it was great to get away. So yeah, it was good. It was it's really nice. You don't really think COVID's gone on, really, to be fair.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, you have to wear masks in certain places, but on the whole, it's just dead chill, dead nice, dead relaxed. Everyone's like lovely people, yeah.
Nice. Yeah, it's a beautiful place. We went there a couple of years back. Absolutely stunning. The beaches are phenomenal.
Yeah. It's so clean, isn't it? Yeah, food and clean.
And Croatia. Yeah,
it's dead nice.
Place to go.
I'd like to go back.
Yeah, definitely. So, and for people that don't know, who are you? Take me back. I like to start these sort of stories. I like people to get to know who you are. So, where are you from? What sort of childhood? What got you? What sports were you into? So, take me back.
Oh God, right, bloody hell. That's right from the back. I feel like a chunk out of the Goonies now, he starts like spilling the beans.
Yeah.
Obviously I'm a Lake District lad, so Cumbrian. Back in the day, obviously went to uni, 98, gives away my age there. And then obviously went there, did a business degree to start with. Finished that, didn't really want to work at Carphone Warehouse or any other job that I didn't really perceive was going to inspire me within that. So then I thought, right, sod it, I'm going to go to America. Went out there, coached football.
Whereabouts in the States?
California.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, for about 18 months, maybe just shy of 2 years.
Wow.
Went out there, my ex-partner, she was from St. Louis, so I spent a lot of time just travelling around the States for 18 months, 2 years.
What sort of age were you there, man?
I was 21, I think.
So you could drink?
Yeah, I could drink, yeah. We drunk,
Yeah.
God, man, we drunk. They thought we were mad. Yeah, so we used to literally live for it wasn't great money.
Yeah.
Lifestyle was great though. So you're on the beaches. You're just like you'd only work like a morning, 9 till 12. So it was great. Then you just the families would take you out. You have the evenings to yourself. So it was good. You got to meet a lot of new people. I think it opened your horizons. It sort of opened my eyes to fitness to a certain degree, because obviously you're just dealing with like different people, different culture, different lifestyle. Fitness in California was very different to. I went to university in Lancaster, was very different to fitness in the Lake District and fitness in Lancashire. Yeah. So you go across there, and it was like there's the surfing. I was up in Big Bear, which I learned how to snowboard up there.
Amazing.
I was from the lakes and I hiked a little bit, or we walked a little bit, but then I got really into hiking. So it was good. It was an experience that definitely sort of like. Gave me an insight into where I wanted to go. Came back from there, went into like PE teaching, because I thought, all right, I like PE. I played football at the time. I was a half decent footballer.
Yeah.
And then I discovered within about 12 months that the money was crap. So I was like, I can't do this.
Did you go through the full PE training?
No, at the time, after my age, back then.
Right.
Kind of went into like an EBD school, emotional behavioural difficulties. Okay. You kind of work with kids, and it was kind of like, but the money was kind of like just bog standard. Yeah. There was not really much room to sort of like, it was an incremental pay scale. So every year you'd go up, whatever it would be, but you're thinking, oh God, it's a grand spread over a year. So in my head, I was always, probably subconsciously, I always thought to myself, a bit like yourself and Arthur Daly, I'm always thinking of ways my passion to earn money. Yeah. And I always wanted to own a gym.
Did you?
I'd fantasised about.
You knew that back then?
Back then, because I was into the gym mad. I used to go. I joined the gym at 16 when I was back in the lakes before, and that was my teacher. I said, "Oh yeah, you need to apply himself more at school than rather than the gym. Wow. So I was there because I was trying to like get into football, be a footballer. Yeah. I was running, doing weights, everything 5 nights a week. I was out, I'd do everything.
Was your heart set on being a professional footballer? Was it?
Yeah.
Right.
I thought,
so you must have played at a good level.
I thought I would have been. I thought I had if I had a little bit of a lucky break, I thought I might have had a chance to have played at the lower leagues.
Yeah, which is
it's still good.
I think less than 1% of kids that go through academies make any money in football. At anything. It's like 0.8% of kids going through.
Yeah, it's a tough industry, isn't it?
It's a really tough industry. It's a dog industry, and it's got worse.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's you just need a bit of luck. I mean, there's some lads that I played against, when you're young, and some of them made it play for Bradford, Scunthorpe, Grimsby. Yeah. And I always thought I was a better player than them. Do you know what I mean? But just luck of the draw. But,
of course. Right place, right time.
Yeah, but different experiences. Like, you go to the States, you do this. You went to university for a second degree. Yeah. Because then I thought, well, I just love sport. And I didn't really know. Personal training wasn't really prevalent in the Lake District. Right. So I thought, right, I'm going to do my second degree, sport and exercise science. Went and did that. Yeah. Met a fantastic group of lads there. My first time at uni was probably aimed at women and booze. So it was like I lived for football, and then I lived and breathed for women. Yeah. Probably same now, to be honest. But it's but then it kind of like I got there and I got a mix with a different group of lads, very academic minded. Yeah. And it kind of rubbed off really. So I went from spending in the student union and just going to football training to being in the library, focusing. And I walked away, I think, with a very good degree. But then I think I really like a very deep understanding of anatomy and physiology, the biomechanics, and I really got into you met me when I started the course. I just finished the course, and I was very much in an educational kind of path learning.
You were a smart lad, and that's why I think I linked to you straight away. I think we met in personal training school or PT school, if it was called that. There wasn't a lot of courses around.
There was none back then. I remember looking at the back of a health magazine, Men's Health, or whatever it was, and that's where you'd look at because the internet didn't really exist. No. Especially at 5 o'clock when it's really busy.
It's true. Yeah. You'd have
the phone. So,
you're showing our age.
Honestly, it was always $5,000 for a course, and getting $5,000 back then was a lot to save. But then you had to commit, because I didn't do part-time courses back then. No, it was a full-time course. So you had to leave your job, have the money to live, the money to travel to the course or live near the course, and the money for the course. So it was a $10,000 outlay.
And then you weren't guaranteed a job at the end.
No, exactly. Yeah. And then you were guaranteed nothing. Yeah. And I know that they did loans and stuff, but a loan never really appealed to me. No. And luckily...
So how did you get the money together then? Did you have the money or did you borrow it?
Begged and borrowed from my mum and dad.
Same.
And that was it. And I was I finished the course, and I was to be fair, I didn't have to do the course. The degree actually gave me the status as a personal trainer. Yeah. But I felt like if I didn't do it...
Did you stay on for the diploma? The sports massage?
Yeah, I stayed on for that. Yeah. So I just felt like I'd be missing out on something, and I didn't want to go into the industry and feel that I didn't know something, or someone was ahead of me at the time. And now you look back at it and you finish the PT course and fuck all anyway. You don't. It's shit. It's just health and safety and bollocks. And you look back at the nutrition, you look back in the program and design, and it is actually bollocks. But I think it was just probably like yourself. That piece of paper meant a lot at the time. And to get it, it was like, right, I'm in the door. I feel like I'm not a charlatan here. I feel like I'm here. I've got a baseline of knowledge, and I'm here to learn and progress. Yeah. So that was good. So I went from obviously that degree, sport and exercise science. Met you. Yeah. I remember you driving me around Manchester when we finished, handing out CVs. Do you remember? Yeah. Salford Keys. You drove me around. You drove me to Northern, the Great Northern, for the Virgin there, the Virgin at Salford Keys. You drove me around all day. Yeah. And because I had no money, you bought me Nando's as well. I never had any money, did I? I'll buy pizza today. I will buy pizza today. And then I ended up getting a job at Fitness First in the city centre, and I lasted one day. So I went in, and it was just off Prince's Square around there. Do you know where I mean? Like GMX around there. It used to be like a hotel.
Up the stairs. I remember it.
So I went in.
It was tiny.
That was it. So I went in. I thought, it's all right. It's got everything you need. Blah blah blah. I went in at peak time. He's the American guy. Hey, Andy, yeah, you know, you're going to go on PT. I've got these, like, tasters. I went, and honestly, I was in, like, the corner of a room. He says, oh, it's fine. Go in there. And I was like going, PT someone in the corner of a corridor?
Yeah.
What the... Yeah. So anyway, I just sent him a message that night. I was like, oh, mate, I'm afraid, you know, I've had some circumstances arise. I won't be coming back. Left it, and then I went, a friend from Preston at uni, his boss from Virgin Preston, John Farrell, was starting at Didsbury. So then I went to Sheffield for an interview. Had an interview with Hayley Cooper, I think her name was.
Are you good with memory?
Yeah, I remember everything.
Okay,
Hayley Cooper and John Farrell. Yeah. They're both sound, both dead nice.
John Farrell. Is he still around?
I think he's around. He's a nice fella actually from Bolton. I like him. He's a good lad actually.
Yeah, he rings a
and he was
bell.
good. I mean, obviously in that industry, he's there to motivate and to get us to sell. And you've got to, I think, I look now as a business owner, and I think what he was doing for Virgin Active was brilliant, because what he was doing, he's there to work for that brand. He's not, you know, but at the time as a PT, as you probably felt when you were in London, you want a bit of loyalty off the people that, you know, you're working with, but the only loyalty they should have is to the business that that's paying them.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And we're there as this cog in a wheel.
Yeah.
And he was very fair, but he was very good. But I thought he was very good at what he did because he motivated me.
Yeah.
So I went into Virgin Didsbury, even though they offered me Printworks at first, but he rang me and said, look, Hayley wants you at Printworks, but I want you down here. I want you to tell her that you don't want to go there. But I mean, she was fit. So I debated it. So I was like, I want to go Printworks.
In the exercise-wise?
Yeah. So I was like, I want to go up there and work at Printworks. But then I thought, no, I'll go Didsbury.
Yeah.
Spoke to Millie, actually. Millie from Old Course. So I remember ringing her because...
she was there?
She was there because we went to... Because I went to Easy Fit to do an interview there. And they just kind of like blagged me off. And I was like... In a way, I look back and I thought I probably should have held on a little bit there. But I wouldn't have gone down the path that I've gone, and I wouldn't have owned gyms. I'd have been stuck with them for longer.
And they've been around since we've been around.
They were Easy Fit.
I've got one of the guys coming down, actually, Matt Roberts. And I've watched that business evolve, and the principles seem right.
Yeah, I mean, I ripped them off in terms of like, I didn't rip them off. Obviously, I think they ripped, looking back at it, they ripped Ultimate Performance off.
Right.
Because everyone was Poliquin, PICP trained. Obviously, like, you know, as we did, everyone was like, we did the biosig modulation and the bioprint, and then obviously I was in Russia last year doing the whatever it is now, the metabolic analytics it's called now. So I did that in Russia last year.
Yeah.
But then so I talked to her. She was like, "Oh, Didsbury's dead nice, dead cool. Do you want to?" I'd go there, and I was like, "Right, I'm sold." Boom.
Yeah.
So I went down there, and because I didn't have anywhere to live. This was the thing. So I went down there, and I left Preston. And I remember thinking, right, I'm leaving Preston, and I thought, the reason why is I didn't have money to pay rent, and I didn't have money to pay the petrol every day.
Yeah.
And I was like going, because we had no money coming in.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, fuck, what do I do?
Yeah.
So I thought, well, you know what, I'm going to give it up there. I'll have a bit of cash in my pocket for food. I'll sleep in my car, and I'll get my first wage in. So literally, I slept in my car behind Virgin in this clapped out Rover.
So you're pretty much homeless?
I was homeless, yeah.
Yeah,
I was.
Yeah.
So I slept, and it was fucking freezing.
This is what I want from these.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because these stories are priceless. People don't realise how tough it is.
Yeah, they look at me now and they'll think, oh, you know, it's what I've got and where I am now is very easy. But
yeah,
I was homeless for about 3 weeks, and a lad called Aston. He worked in a cafe. I think he kind of knew, because I was the last one to leave every night. Yeah. And I was the first one waiting at the doors in the morning to get a shower. Yeah. And he used to leave me food out on the side, like a pint of milk and eat natural bars. He had a cat. Honestly, I'd go in and go, yo, you look hungry. I'm like, oh, I'm starving, mate. Yeah. I'm starving.
And was it a pride thing to ask back home for money, or to go back to the lakes?
They'd already given me so much.
Yeah. I was in the same boat.
It was kind of like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
I can't ask him again.
Yeah.
I'm 27. I can't ask him again.
Yeah.
I'm a failure.
Yeah.
I've got to make this work. Yeah. So it was like, right, just crack on. And randomly, in the first couple of weeks, I met my ex-wife. And we just got on like a house on fire. She invited me around to her house to cook me a meal. And I hadn't had a cooked meal in about 2 weeks. I remember I ate this. And it's probably the worst pasta in the world, but it tastes amazing. It was amazing. And I slept in a bed, right? And I remember thinking, oh, God, this is just unreal.
Yeah.
So anyway, so I ended up like staying with her whenever I could. But again, you never pushed it. When she asked me though, I'd be like, I'd be going, yes. But and then I got, you know, I think I didn't get my first month's wage was absolutely shocking as shit.
Yeah.
I ended up like getting a lad from Liverpool called Lisa Masco passed me on for a home training client. So I ended up getting him in Heel Green, and he paid me 600 quid for something. I think I was doing like 17.50 a session, just to get money in. So I ended up doing like 6 months training for 600 quid.
You have to drive there with your equipment.
Yeah.
So that's your.
Yeah. So that was it, and then I ended up like getting a few bits and bobs more. Because I went to this thing called, I thought it was called NRPT, I think it was called.
Yeah.
So I went to that, and I ended up getting a couple of home park clients, home clients. I got some money, got a bed sit in Didsbury, and I started moving in. And me and Danny moved into a little flat together about 6 months later. Then we got a house, then we got a dog, and then that sort of evolved. But then so Virgin, and then I lasted pretty much about 10 months at Virgin. So after about 6 months, they said to me, once you get, I think it was once you get 30 clients, we'll put your wage up to from 11 quid to 18.70, 18.75, 18.50. And I was like,
what were they charging for PT?
Or 35 quid at a time.
Yeah, when you do the maths, you sort of start thinking, that's it, right?
It's thousands you're paying them a month or giving them.
Yeah.
And you get taxed on your 11 quid.
Yeah.
I mean, because we always pay tax though, don't worry about that.
Yeah.
But I got there, and then John was like, because John was, get there, kept feeding me a carrot.
Yeah.
We'll do that. So I got it. Amazing. Oh, sorry, I hadn't spoke to him. You've got to have 30 hours now for a month. Did it?
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't think I'd do it. And I was like, didn't think I was homeless living there. So then I did it for 3 months. He said, 3 months?
Yeah.
I was like, fuck this.
Yeah.
So then I went behind the back and then just started going to my clients, don't pay them $350. As long as you PT before 9 or after 7, I'll charge you $275.
Do you feel like you were forced to do that?
Yeah.
I feel like
I had no money. I had no money. I had no way of... my outgoings were... What my income and my outgoings were not comparative.
Yeah.
I did not have the money. I mean, I'm not like now, because obviously I'm into bodybuilding now, and I spend 80 quid a week on meat.
Yeah.
So I spend a lot of dough on food now.
So you're not a vegan then?
No, I'm not a vegan. No, nothing wrong with vegans, though, is there?
Yeah.
But back then I was just like trying to get by, just eating healthy, whole grain pasta.
Yeah.
I was trying to like budget, and I still couldn't budget. My dad had given me a clapped out car, so I had no car outgoings.
Okay.
So I couldn't drag any of my outgoings down further, but I still couldn't survive. So I thought, you know what, fuck Virgin, fuck this. I've done everything they've wanted. I've grafted here for 4 months, 5 months, and they don't give me anything at all, and they've taken thousands off me, and it's just like, it just seemed to be like there was no progression at all. They had to bleed you dry, and that was it, and you were just a number, just a face. And I thought, sod it. Went to them, did that, was earning decent money, but then while I was doing that, I then set up my own website for Body Mind Fitness, which was like a little
I remember
a home training thing. Got that set up.
Yeah.
Went into Mottram Hall randomly on the day that their manager sacked or left, and a beautician took over for the day. Thank the Lord, because she didn't know any prices, and she was like, "Oh well, how much do you think you should be charged?" And I was like, "I don't know." She went, "Well, how does £150 a month sound, or £200 a month, something?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, a bit pricey, but I'm willing to pay it."
I remember coming seeing you there.
Yeah. And she was like, "Oh, okay, then we'll get it sorted. You can sign it." So I went in and signed it, and I was like, "Oh my god." Charging 45 quid an hour. The whole 45 quid was mine.
Yeah. Nice part of the world.
Nice part of the world.
Yeah.
Money wasn't an issue. And I managed to, within 12 months, save up a lot of dough, really.
Why Mottram Hall then? Did you think that's where the clients would be?
It was just the only little sort of down there at the time, 12 years ago.
Yeah.
There was, I think it was Wilmslow Leisure Centre.
Yeah.
There was Energy Gym. And then there was Mottram Hall. They're the only little gyms around there.
Oh, okay.
So ProFit were out of Energy.
Yes.
So there was no chance going there.
And Ben Wood set something up around there from our course? Cheshire Fitness?
No, that was Greg. Greg something.
The ice hockey player?
No, Ben Wood's in town, in city centre with two of my ex, because he worked for me, Ben, for 10 years.
Oh, yeah, right.
So him and Libby, they set up Form in towns, but then obviously, I think they both went Frontline Fitness. Frontline Fitness took them off me, poached them from me, and then they set up Form in town.
How did that conversation go down?
Yeah, it's fine. It's life, isn't it?
Yeah, of course it is.
It's life. Woody is one of the loveliest guys.
Yeah.
Nicest guy. I don't speak to him at all anymore.
Do you know?
But again, I don't have a bad word to say about him or Libby. Libby they were both left, I think, in a really nice manner.
Yeah.
Some people do, some people don't.
Yeah.
But Woody was nothing but respectful.
Yeah.
And a very good guy.
Yeah.
And Libby is the exact same.
Yeah.
So I could never hold a grudge with them two, ever about that.
Yeah.
I think in life, nothing lasts forever.
No.
Not even a marriage, anything. But I just think you got to do things the right way.
Yeah.
You know, if you feel that you need to grow and you feel that you want to have this for yourself or something for yourself, or you want to expand, you want to basically just gamble yourself, you know, because I think, well, that's fair play. No, not everyone. I think there's types of people. There's types of people like you.
Yeah.
And you could never have worked for somebody.
Ever.
I
tried it.
No.
Yeah.
And the thing is, because...
And he depressed me. And there's nothing wrong with that.
No.
I just always had that gut feeling in my belly. Before I met you, I was working as a joiner.
Yeah.
And getting told when to start, when to stop, go and ask for the toilet, do this, make sure this is... And I hate that feeling. I felt like, I don't know, there's just something inside me that, I had to change. I had to do something for myself.
Yeah,
and
you're
I've never
passionate
looked
about
back.
fitness, though. I mean, I saw that when we first met on the course. You were like into your bodybuilding. It was you that got me into bodybuilding, really. It's lifting weights, because I was like, you guys were all lifting weights, and I was on the treadmill.
Yeah.
And then,
I mean, I remember going to General Fitness Whitefield one morning, and I felt that crap about going into work as a joiner.
Yeah.
I felt severely depressed or down in the dumps or whatever it is. And I remember sitting in the jacuzzi there and thinking, I just want to stay in the gym all the time. I loved my training. I was a fat kid. I lost a load of weight. I went really heavy cardio. Then I decided to build my body up. Got into weightlifting, bodybuilding.
Yeah.
Started watching all the old school Ronnie Coleman videos when you had to buy the DVDs.
Yeah.
I had them all. Do you know what I mean? The Jay Cutlers. I had all of that. I got into it, and that was my Bible. That's right. He does chest this way. I'll write it down. I'll go and do it. So, but I remember, and I got myself a PT. Now, this PT, I can't even remember his name. He was called Rob. I found out he wasn't even qualified, but there was him and a girl in there. That was it.
in Total Fitness?
In Total Fitness. 2 PTs.
He wasn't even qualified?
He wasn't. No, he blagged it, basically. I found out later on, but he was a lovely, lovely guy, and he got me into fitness. Yeah. And I remember just sitting in the jacuzzi and saying, I want to do what he can do. But my biggest issue was, I've got severe dyslexia. I can't read and write. That's the bottom line. So I thought, I can't do it, because you have to be quite brainy for this. And I remember speaking to what's he called? Rick Moylan. Rick Moylan.
Yeah.
Do you know Rick?
The boxing fella.
Yeah, Rick Moylan.
S&C coach.
Yeah. He's been in the game for a long time.
Ricky Hatton's, wasn't he?
He was at Hatton's. Before that, I'm sure he worked for Premier.
Oh, right.
I'm sure he was on the phone at Premier. And I remember chatting it to him. I said, look, I want to be a PT. I've got the passion. The only problem is the exams and all this. You know what I mean? He said, come down, we'll have a chat and we'll do that. And then, and from that, I never looked back. I don't feel, I think the day I clocked out of being a joiner, I feel like I've never worked a day again. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's weird.
I went from doing the course, met you, met Faddy, moved, we did our thing, realised Manchester was not where I wanted to be. I had to go over to London. So we went over to London, me and Faddy in the car. We moved into Streatham Mill, which is one of the roughest estates in London, just on the outskirts of Brixton. We moved into this bedsit with this lady. She said, she was like a Rasta lady, there's your room, don't mess about in the house. So me and Faddy being Faddy got me absolutely shredded, because all we ate was chicken, broccoli and peanuts. We had no money. We bought cheap chicken, we bought a bag of broccoli, and we bought the value peanuts, and we lived on that for like literally 6 months. But not even that, I think it was about 6 weeks, but we were in her kitchen with our George Formby grills making our chicken. She come home one day with the smell of the chicken, and these two lads like stinking chicken out of the house. And she sent her son to come and get us out. Her son, because we weren't getting out because of the smell of chicken. Like, there's a lot of chicken going down. We had it all in Tupperware tubs. Like I say, this is the way Faddy's mindset was. And she sent her, we'll go after tonight, that's what we're like. And she said, no, you go now. I'm like, we'll go tonight. So we went back in the room, locked ourselves in. The next minute, she sent her sons round Brixton gangsters.
Oh, no.
You get out of our place. So we got our stuff, we got our chicken and rice, we got our clothes. We literally had a car full of stuff, and we just went and we slept a night on a car park. We slept the night on a car park because we had nowhere else to go. Yeah. And then from there we moved all our equipment, all our stuff into Faddy's uncle's shop. We put it all in there. We started searching around for jobs. We got a job in Brixton for Fitness First. First day we were in there, it was when the football was on. I saw a guy get absolutely chinned, cold, and knocked out in the weights room. And I was like, this is not where I need to be. And then a job came up for David Lloyd flagship Kensington. I was like, we need to go for that job.
I remember that. You'd gone for that, yeah.
Yeah, I went for that, me and Faddy. And
Faddy didn't get it though. You did.
Because we had nowhere to sleep that night. So we were like roughing it properly. Not to the extent, but we went and got in this bed set, and it was the worst bed sit in the world. It was like a smack house, basically. Prostitutes in there and everything. And we stayed the night in there. And then we had to get up for this big interview, and it was the flagship. Do you know what I mean? There was like Jensen Button used to go there at when he was home from touring the world at Christmas because his parents. It was a top gym. Yeah. I remember they were all sat around this table, and they said, "Right, introduce yourself." And as I said, "I'm Nick," and we stayed in the worst hotel in the world last night. And I started telling about this, and it just made people laugh straight away. And I got the job. I had to go through a few interviews on that, and I got the job, and it was the best thing I ever did, like you did in America. It's the best thing. So I think these little lessons in your life, literally, I lived on packet stir fry and cheap £1 meatballs from Sainsbury's. I lived on that. You can imagine what sort of body shape you've got. I've got no money though. I had no money.
What else can you do?
I had no money. My rent, like we used to get paid £1,200, but my rent was £600-700.
Where were you living at?
We were living in. I was then. I've got a place in Earl's Court, and you could touch my bed and you could touch my kitchen, my kitchen top with the same hand. And I'm trying to be this young PT.
The toilet with your foot.
The toilet was a communal shared toilet. I had two gay lads next to me. I could hear everything they were doing every night. It was absolutely crazy. But I had a postcode in Earl's Court, which is on the outskirts of Kensington. Yeah. I had a job in the flagship David Lloyd. I knew I could grow from this. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So we started there, literally no money to eat. Mates were saying, "Coming to the pub." I was like, "I can't, I'm just going to chill tonight." But that's what you have to go through.
You can't have.
And I loved it, and I would never ever take that back from that. I didn't care. I had no money. Do you know what I mean? Because my vision was to be a good, successful PT. And learn my craft. And like you say, you're at that age where you're good looking or whatever, and you're having a good time with it. Do you know what I mean? So
you're out. You're sort of like you're trying to be the best you can be, aren't you?
Of course you are. So I think that is what people forget. That PT, when you would say, I'm stuck in a day job, I want to be a personal trainer. They're forgetting that. The unsociable hours.
Oh, it's awful, mate. You don't have a life. You do not have a life.
You don't. But would you have it any other way?
No, I can't. It's like you said. I love going into my gym every day.
Yeah.
Love it. I mean, there's obviously times and things where you're thinking, like, obviously, people are doing your head in and you have to sack people or whatever. And people, certain types of personalities come in and try and rock the boat. But ultimately, you're walking into your church, aren't you? Mm. And this is something that, I love it every day. And obviously, probably like yourself, we've had ups, we've had downs, and obviously I've nearly gone bust a couple of times. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And you find the curve, but then everyone follows you. I mean, I'll go as far as say is I don't know any other gym apart from Sparta Performance in this country that had an AstroTurf and rigs, the kind of gym that I set up when I set it up 11, 12 years ago.
Yeah.
I remember you ringing me and going, "Have you set up a gym?" And I was like, "Yeah, I've set up a gym."
Yeah.
And then from that, I mean, if you look at on our little group of who we know, I set up a gym. Yeah. From the back of a car, basically. Yeah. In 18 months. Yeah. I moved to Manchester, and then obviously you were on the course with me. You set up a gym in Radcliffe, in up North Manchester. Faddy set one up over in Sheffield eventually when he moved back. Ben Woods was on the course and was with me on the journey. Yeah. And he's going to set up his own gym. Another trainer, Ben Cooper's went and set up his own gym.
There's another one here. I can't remember his name. He was on our course though.
Oh, Nigel
Meadows. Yeah, so that's Russ Meadows' brother.
Yeah, that's Russ Meadows' brother. So Russ was up from Wigan.
Yeah.
So I feel like I was. People don't know it or don't think it, but I think I was the first one to go down this American AstroTurf
Where did you get that inspiration from?
Joe DeFranco.
Yeah,
Joe DeFranco.
Have you heard his story?
No,
yeah, listen to his story. So
I basically just saw. I like NFL a little bit.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I remember just like seeing this video, and then I remember seeing this gym. I'm thinking that's fucking cool.
Yeah.
And then I was looking at it, and I started like looking at it and going like, I could. How much an AstroTurf is? And then I had no one to buy me makeup. Couldn't do prowlers. No. It was Elite FTS from America that only did them. And then I found this guy in Denton that would build me one, and he built me one right, and he built me one. It was like this big, and it snapped. And I was like going, no, it needs to be that big.
Yeah.
And so like, but I ended up doing it. Yeah. And like, I remember and then I found Watson gym equipment.
Yeah.
I started getting loads of those, but they were mega expensive. But I remember that first little gym. Fuck me, I earned some dough. Like we'd have like the group sessions, the monster tires, the chains, the
strongman
stuff.
the
strongman stuff, and then all of a sudden I'd have people travelling from Sheffield and everywhere coming. I'd have 30 people in a session, £6.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, freaking, I'm earning 180 quid an hour here.
Yeah.
I'm doing PT on top, and then having PTs working there as well, and my rent was on like 600 quid a month. And I remember like I was living a life.
So that was your first unit?
First unit, and it was the worst unit. It was awful. It was terrible, but inadvertently, ironically, made me the most money I've ever earned. I was in Northern Quarter, where we are now. God, I was pissing it up against the wall. I went and bought like £1,000 set of golf clubs. You know you blow dough. But I was in Manchester, like you said, like you're in London. And I was just like, oh my God, Danny, we're going on holidays, we're going snowboarding, skiing. And I thought, this is going to last forever. And then within about 12 months, I'd say 15 gyms popped up.
It's weird, isn't it? It's 50, weird.
And there's more now, mate.
That's why I've flipped my business as well, because Radcliffe now is like the hotspot for gyms. Honestly, they're popping up everywhere. I remember
saying to you like about maybe 7-8 years ago, I was like, you went to me, how many gyms around you? Now I went, mate, there's 27 in a 3 mile radius. You were like, 27, how many near you? You went, 3?
Yeah, if
and I was like, going, 3?
So you put ideas in people's heads, don't you? Like we were the first. Round us, we probably copy you with the Prowler sort of gear, but we were the first to put the nightclub mood lights in, the banging tunes. We were the first guy from the London side of things.
Yeah, nightclub meets fight club.
Yeah. So that's your KO, your KO box. I was going to all these places. I was the first to put your disco lights in spinning. I had a Hassan in the spin room.
Yeah, I remember that.
I love that. I want to try and create that whole night out because I love my party and I love my dance music and I wanted to try and create that nightclub atmosphere for the older generation.
Yeah.
Obviously not if you head on whatever. So I wanted to get that in the spinning. So we had a Hacienda spin room, dead popular, and it's funny how and then all of a sudden. Every single gym in Radcliffe now has got neon lights and the sound system and banging. Yeah. It's weird, isn't it? I mean, I suppose it's just...
I mean, what I like to think is at least, like, we didn't copy anyone, really, do you know what I mean?
Innovated.
We kind of, like, thought, what do we want?
Yeah.
You know, what would... It's like you said, like, I loved... Now, we have a DJ... in the gym currently, I have a DJ live twice a week. Yeah. Why? Because... I love music.
Yeah.
Like music, I think it can sort of like bring feelings out, can't it? Whether it's like aggression or happiness or what. Yeah. It can really like sort of bring like emotion out of you. And I love it because I think like live music, and it's, the word I always use is vibes. And it's like positive vibes, you know what I mean? Love. You just want to go into somewhere and you want to be going in like, and just like, with the exact same, you want to go in, you want to go, oh yeah. I'm here. Yeah. And you want everyone else to go, I'm loving this. I can't wait for it. It's buzzing for it.
Yeah.
And I like to think, like, we didn't copy that. We didn't think, oh, that's a good idea. We should do that. We thought, oh, we love this. This is what we love. We love music. We love training. We don't just go to lift weights. We go to, like, feel it. We love it. And the mental health side. I'm saying mental health, you know what I mean? It's like... Because I don't think I suffer from it. Like, I just think it brings out my happy place.
Yeah.
I walk out.
You know the days when you don't train, you don't feel...
You don't buzz off it, do you? When you wake up and you're training, or you've got a good training session, and I might fall out of love with bodybuilding and do something else because, like I said, nothing lasts forever, does it? Your body lasts forever. Yeah. But I'll find something else, and it'll be like, I used to think when I was doing triathlons and I was playing football, when it was football, I used to play football at night, it was football training. Yeah. You'd be like, that day you'd be buzzing for it. Now it's like, I'm going to the gym and it's the DJs on the night, I'm going, oh, big beats, big weights, right, time to go. Yeah. So it's like, I like to think like, we kind of put our stamp, our feel on it, and where others have copied, they've not copied with passion, and I think that tells in some people's businesses.
Of course it does.
It's like, because we walk in and I know you,
yeah,
and you're enthusiastic and you have got a vibe about you, like you're quite contagious, like you've got this kind of thing, this aura. Yeah. So you come in and, like, back in the day, I was like, even on the course, I was like, oh, you know, you were so enthusiastic and like happy and like yeah. But everything was like up tempo and it's good though, because you need that, because when you walk into a room and there's a mood hoover in there, it drains it out.
I've not heard that before.
It's horrendous, isn't it?
Yeah.
I just call them Dysons, and they can be anywhere, and it's like, you want positivity and to surround yourself with positivity. And I think we spoke about this actually like years ago, like personal training, and I was chatting to you about it, and I was like going, because you were obviously very self-conscious about, you know, what do we do after this education-wise? I want to be the best personal trainer. I'm going to learn on the job, you know, and you were a bit worried about doing some of the course at the time, I think. I said, I might do this, might do that. And you were like, no, I've got this under my belt. I'm going to go and learn on the job floor.
Yeah.
And I was like going, the best thing, what people can't learn, I remember saying this to you, what people can't learn and you can't really get is you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They don't have your personality. They don't have your enthusiasm, your passion for your client, your willingness to go away and work with that client. And I think that's what we brought when we were personal trainers to it. And we brought that to our gyms as well.
Yeah.
It's a love for what we do.
Yeah.
And it's, I remember when we got our first clients, I mean, what were you like with your first client? He was like, everything was done.
Oh
you were
my
like
God.
This, weren't you? And it was like,
I loved it. One of my first clients, he worked for a marketing company, and his team were the guys behind the Meerkat adverts.
I remember you telling me.
Yeah, he's the guy behind the Meerkat advert. So he was called. I'm still friends with him on Facebook. What was he called? Gavin Hilton, and he used to pay me £50 an hour in Kensington, £50 to do weights with him, and then £50 to go and run around Hyde Park.
Yeah,
just me and him. So I get £100 for 2 hours work. We do weights together, and then we go for a jog round thing. And he did train me 3-4 times a week, and I was buzzing with that. I was absolutely buzzing with that.
And it's amazing. You give
and
so
still
much.
See him on Facebook now. I'm talking 14, 13 years, whatever it's been now. 13 years ago, you still see him on Facebook, still commenting on stuff. It's crazy.
Yeah. It's weird.
You get them connections, though. Yeah, I think people do. You do attract them from the way you are.
Massive. They came to you because not just what you know, but you know, they need to be motivated.
That's what, 100%.
And you can, I mean, I've had personal trainers come into the gym and like, they've come in like, hello, my name's Aidan. Nice to meet you. And knowledge-wise, fantastic, great. Program design, probably great.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In terms of nutrition and planning and obviously like manipulating everything, brilliant.
Yeah.
But the session isn't enjoyable. That person, you know, you need to have a bounce. You need to have a vibe. You need to, right, okay, what we doing today? You know, are you ready for it? You know, I want a big session out of you today. Chatting and then generally having a chat at the end of it, like, right, fantastic, see you again. So,
you can't teach that kind
No,
of...
you can't.
You can't teach that.
You can't teach people skills.
Yeah.
You can teach knowledge. You can teach skills, but you can't teach people to have personality and to have a genuine enthusiasm and love. You're a people person. I'm a people person. Like we could probably make this podcast last 4 hours if we wanted to and chat shit all day because we generally like having a good chat. Do you know what I mean? Your Mrs. Louise will be bringing you. Kids need to see you. Tell Aunt to piss off.
Yeah.
But it's because we've got like we like chatting.
Yeah.
We're chatters, and I'm interested in what you're doing. You're interested in what I'm doing, and it's just a bit, you know, it's good to know. It's just nice. We're people. We like to talk.
Yeah.
And I think you get a lot of personal trainers nowadays. What they're forgetting is it doesn't matter how good a trainer you are.
And how ripped you are.
Yeah, or how ripped you are, because it's like you've got to have other skills to get the best out of clients. Yeah. Sometimes you don't know you're a psychologist, or you're not anyway, but sometimes you need to play with the client. You say, you know what, okay, sometimes you got to pull back. And I was saying this to one of the, I've got a trainer working at the moment called James Heath, and he is phenomenal. And he's brilliant to talk to. He's on the same wavelength as us, probably. Yeah. And I was saying to him, you cannot apply the perfect to the imperfect. We're working with people that have kids, they have jobs, you know, they have occasions, they don't want to go on stage and they don't want to adhere to a strict food plan. So we have to, you know, maybe train them a little bit what people would deem to be, you know, incorrect. You know, you do have to flog them a little bit. You might have to give them another day off another bit. You might have to say, you know, incorporate lower calories on some days because they do have a lot of alcohol. Yeah. You know, so you're working with the imperfect. I think that's where a good personal trainer comes in. He doesn't try to apply his goals to his clients. He will listen to his clients and then give them what they need.
That is a golden nugget,
That
right
is
there.
a golden nugget.
Yeah.
You need to listen to them. They want to go for and have an ice cream with the kid. They want to go and have a meal with the wife. They don't want to have a rigid lifestyle. They just want to feel better, look a bit better.
Lift some weights.
Spend
some time with someone that's away. With the PT side of things as well, when you're saying about you can become a friend, I feel like people come there to forget about the children, to forget about the business, to forget about everything else. They just want you for the hour.
Yeah, sounding
to
board.
have a chat about football or whatever, but to also push them through the paces as well and become friends. You do become friends. You do get them clients where you just they back to that fun sucker or whatever. They do zap you. But I remember one thing that I've always remembered as a PT that Doug said to us, our old teacher. He said, you need to make sure your first client and your last client, they're still getting your 100%.
Yeah.
If you're not, you need to go into the bathroom, look at yourself in the mirror and have a serious question with yourself, because these guys are paying for your time.
Yeah.
And I've had trainers work for me that's on the phones, turning up late. I've had trainers turning up with no shoes on, hungover, do you know, all this issues. You're in the wrong game, mate. Do you know what I mean? You're in the wrong game. Go and work somewhere else where you're not going to have to have these, because these people are paying good money for your time and getting the best of you. Do you know what I mean? So if you're not feeling great, which we all don't, we have these times when we're not feeling 100%, just make sure that's your job is to deliver that professional service and be on it. Do you know what I mean? Just be on it.
100%. I think a lot of these kids nowadays are getting to me, obviously how old are you now? 35?
I'm 38.
30, I'm 40.
Yeah.
So, I mean, obviously we've done a lot of interviews, and we interviewed people 12 years ago.
Yeah.
And I interviewed people this week. And they have changed. Trainers have changed. Back 10, 12 years ago, even though we might not have had, it wasn't as physique bodybuilding. The shift of fitness has changed very much now through Instagram and everything. But everyone's in shape now. Yeah. 12 years ago, everyone did it for a profession and a job.
Yeah.
Nowadays, the young kids do it for a lifestyle, and they think, oh yeah, great, brilliant. I can do 2 hours a day and get my pictures. It's all about Instagram.
Is it all about having that PT at the end of your name?
Yeah, that's it. And everyone's an online transformation coach.
Yeah.
And everyone is full of shit. Not everyone, but the majority. So it's where before you would have, like, say, 5-6 really good trainers. You think, oh God, I've got 5-6 here. We only need 2. Yeah. I feel bad not giving them all a job, because these are really good trainers. All of them are. And you try and find faults in good trainers. What I'm trying to do now is find positives in bad trainers.
Right.
And it's such a flip in 10 years.
Right.
And I've got some good, to be fair, and I brought on like a young girl called Gabrielle recently, and I thought, she's got potential. And I've watched her over the course of like the last month, and I've thought, she's really good. She's better than what I thought. Yeah. She's been a little shining light. But then others, we've had like other guys, I won't name names, they came in years ago, and I thought he's a good lad. He'll get it on. Got him 20 clients. He's up. Yeah. A month later, clients are all gone. Not doing food programs, not checking in, missing sessions, cancelling sessions, not sending programs through.
That's the frustrating thing, and you don't realise how frustrating that becomes as a business owner.
Yeah,
because then it's elite physique.
It reflects you.
Yeah, of course it does.
And then you're scrambling to go, please don't let this reflect me and my business.
Yeah.
Can I please give you a free month? Can I get another PT to give you a trial that I trust? He will show you our proper service. So the shift in the industry in the past 10 years, I think, is massive in terms of, like, aesthetically, everyone looks much better.
Yeah.
I think
it's all about the glutes.
Yeah.
It's all about the hip thrusters.
Yeah. But I'll tell you something, the good trainers now, because of Instagram, we're more aware of them. Like, obviously, I never knew anyone outside of Didsbury around here. No. But now I know, people down south, I know Luca Langali and Marbella very well. You know people everywhere, so you're very aware of all the good trainers. But there's such an influx of bad trainers out there that are putting themselves in a marketplace for the people that do not know what they're looking for.
Yeah.
And that's the confusion, I think, with a lot of people, because there's a lot of people with bad coaches and bad advice.
Yeah.
But there is some good coaches out there. But I think everyone doesn't know what they're looking for, and everything just looks Instagram now. Everything looks golden. Everything looks airbrushed. Everyone's got abs.
Yeah.
So it's hard for the for people now to actually pick out who they want to go to.
So you're the young personal trainer there, wanting, maybe sat in a job, wanting to get into the fitness industry. What advice could you give to anyone that's not made that jump yet, that needs to, like, if you could start over again, how would you go about that?
What would I do? I would definitely go to Virgin, because that gave me a work ethic.
Yeah.
And it was a horrible experience in terms of like earning no money and worrying and not knowing where food was coming from. But it made me appreciate that this is not an easy industry, and I do have to work.
You've got to put them gym hours in, haven't you?
You've got to, and I think you've got to learn, and the best place to learn to be a people person in this industry is on the gym floor.
100%.
And talking to people that don't want to talk to you, and you've just got to go, okay, I'll go again. And, it's like, it pretty much sums up my time at university when you're trying to chat with women and they blow you out and you move on to the next one. It was the same experience on the gym floor. It was like, no, skinny kid, you go away, I want the guy with muscles. No, right, okay, fine. So it was tough, but it gives you a thick skin, and I think you need to learn quick and learn hard. And the second one was like further education. I'm so glad that I always do, every year I try and do something, because when I do something, I walk back into a room and I'm motivated for the next 5-6 months, and I'm on it. My own training ups level, my clients' training ups level, because I've upped a level, and I naturally do become quite like, a bit chilled. I'm quite a relaxed person, so it ups my game. So I think constantly educate yourself, constantly read. You've got to make a decision in this industry. Are you a weekend warrior? Or do you want to be a successful fitness expert, online coach, PT? You can't be both. You can go out for the odd drink, but people go, oh, you're boring. You're not boring, you're professional. And you have to decide where you lie on the side of the tracks. This side of the track is, you walk the walk and you talk the talk, and you can still have a beer, you still have a drink. You don't have to I love a pint. I'm Cumbrian. We love to drink. But, where I don't think you have to be ripped and in shape. I do think you should eat well. You should, you should drink consciously. You should exercise consciously, no matter whatever exercise that you want to do, whether it's snowboarding, whether it's running, whether it's skiing, whether it's bodybuilding, anything. I think, you should have a goal, whether that is. And I think, it's this, the people get into this sort of industry now for lifestyle. It's like I said, it's for saying they're a PT. It's so they can earn 35, 45 quid in an hour. It's so they can blag some online coaches, some clients, and try and coach them online. And it's so they can, they can sustain a nice lifestyle while living at home. Because when we were kids, I moved out at 18. I had to pay rent. I had to get into the big wide world, and that's it, you're gone. Where now it seems like every kid lives at home at 30, and their ass is wiped. Do you know what I mean? And it's kind of like we're such a soft ass generation now. And I know people like PC and whatever, but I think we were brought up right. We were brought up to work hard. To graft, to stand on our own 2 feet and be men. And our parents' jobs wasn't there to wipe our ass into our manhood. It was to give us a good grounding and to show us what we should do as young men to go into the wide world, to have our own families. And it's just, they just don't seem to. It's a very weird world now. It's like
too much partying, or
and too much mollycoddling. Everyone just wants to hug. Now, don't offend anyone. Don't say anything. Live at home with mum, or don't say anything. They've had a really hard time. Sometimes the best things you can say to somebody are the worst things you can say. Sometimes you need to be told the cold hard truths of life. And I think that's where my parents came into, like, they lent me money for a course, which is very nice, and £5,000. And I think they actually gave me 1,800 quid to pay my first 3-4 months accommodation when I was living there. Why the fuck should they give me any more?
You've got to figure it out, haven't you?
And to then turn around to them and say, I'm in Manchester now, can you give me more money? Where do you stop? You need to stand on your own 2 feet. And I'm not ashamed to say I lived in my car. I'm not ashamed to say I couldn't afford to eat and I had to, rely on charity. But that is life, and that's made me the person I am today.
Let's give you the hunger for
Yeah,
the gyms,
and that makes me bounce back, you know, a few times. Like you've probably had tough times at your gym as well, haven't you?
Oh,
Sometimes you think, fuck me, this is going to be like, I don't know if I'm going to make this.
Yeah, 100%. And that's the psychology side of things, and that was... we made a massive decision last September now for me and Louise, which we were the same. We used to like drinking. We used to like to get to the weekend. Any problems we had, personal trainers leaving, taking loads of business, any issues we had, we'd just drink it out. Do you know what I mean? We'd get to the weekend, we just get absolutely... So we made the massive decision last year to stop drinking altogether. Yeah. And that for me was a massive, massive, massive...
business improved.
Business improved, head improved, knew where I wanted to go. I wanted to do more podcasts, I wanted to get more in front of the camera, I wanted to help more people, I wanted to reach out to more people, and that was for me. I think you've got to make these decisions.
Life changing, is it?
I remember getting to the point where I was drinking, I was thinking, I'm never ever going to stop drinking. I come from, my parents used to drink it, there was always wine on the table.
Always.
And I thought to myself, and I think just making them little shifts and realising that, it's great having a few beers and stuff. And like you said before, beautiful, it's not boring, it's being... What's boring about wanting to push your business forward, wanting to make something for yourself, wanting to make something for your family, do you know what I mean, to be proud of. And that was it. I mean, like I say, I was never a massive pisshead, but it was stopping me getting to that next level.
But you never see it stops you, do you?
No,
I mean,
you don't.
You saw me, and I was a pisshead.
Yeah.
I mean, you know me back in the day, don't you? I would smash the arse out of Manchester.
I remember going when we lived with Faddy, and we were living out the car, and I was thinking to myself, but Faddy didn't drink.
Yeah.
I said, I just want to go to the pub and get drunk, Faddy. He's like, no, I'm not drinking. And I was like, do you know what I mean? So I think it's one of them, innit? So back to that PT. What made you jump? What was the big jump from you wanting to have that gym from Mottram Hall to then getting Elite Fitness? Did you start off as Elite? Was that the first thing?
Yeah, it was Elite. It was Elite. What was it? Oh, shocker. I can't remember now. It was Elite Performance Gym, was it?
Yeah.
I think. Then it was Elite Performance Fitness.
Yeah.
Then I changed it to Elite Physique.
Why Elite? What was behind Elite?
I think it was me and Woody, to be honest. Me and Woody were just like going, Elite. I like the sound of Elite.
You've kept the same branding, haven't you?
Yeah, so like, and I mean, I nicked off UP, to be fair.
Did you?
Yeah.
So did you get a designer to do that, or was it just
so that was it. This is the new, this is the Silverback range that we've got.
What's Silverback? What's behind
Silverback was basically, obviously I got very out of shape when my little boy came. He was very ill, hospital, spent a lot of time in NICU. So I got out of shape, like really out of shape. And then some of the trainers were like coming at you, like, you know, being a bit like bitchy behind your back. Yeah. And I was like, don't worry about me. I'll get myself back in shape if I want to get back in shape. But then they kept...
Was that due to drinking, or was that just to eat shit?
Yeah, well, a bit like you, stress.
Yeah,
like,
it was, yeah.
I was, weekends, I'd go back after being with him until like midnight. And then I was back up the next morning, but I was so stressed and so tired. I'd go back and polish like 6 bottles of Budweiser.
Man, the same. Yeah. Just to drown out that noise,
that's it,
Yeah, just to zone out.
And the worse I was feeling, then I was getting fatter and fatter.
Yeah.
And I was getting downer and downer. So I'd drink more and more.
That's
And then it got to a case where it was like self-loathing. You were hating yourself, so then you were self-abusing yourself to say, fuck yourself, I'll drink more, I'll eat more, I'm a fat fuck, I don't care. And I just, they went at me, I think, and then I said, I'll do a shooting in 6 months.
Amazing.
And they were like, I could hear them nitpicking, and so I took a picture, the worst picture in the world, you've probably seen it. I took it in my kitchen, got Danny to take it, and I was like, I was traumatised. And I thought, right, here we go. And I'm at my best when people come at me. So I thought, I'm a pit bull.
I'm the same. I'm the same. Someone tells you can't. I'm exactly the same.
And I thought it was out of order because I'd helped some of these people, and then they try to humiliate.
Probably what you needed to hear.
It probably was. Because you know what? That's exactly what I said before. Sometimes the thing you don't want to hear is the thing you exactly want to hear. So people can say, "Oh, you look great, and don't worry, we understand you're stressed." But you know, somebody coming at me, or you know what? I probably maybe sort of made it up in my own head to create this fight, this story.
It's all the time. You good voice, your bad voice.
Yeah, and I was probably saying people are talking about me, and they may not be. Yeah. But in my head, I thought everyone was coming at me. And so I made this thing 6 months. I did the photo shoot, got myself in amazing shape. Dave tipped and prepped me, and I got myself down to, God, I was dying, like 5% body fat. I was tiny.
Yeah. How did you feel at that?
Oh, I felt the pictures. I remember on the day just looking at myself going, this isn't me. I can't believe this is me. This is, how have I done this? But then obviously all the way through, I referred to myself as a silverback, just as a tongue-in-cheek joke. And I kept it all the way through because it wound them up. So then when I went and got myself a Ranger silverback merch made so I could walk around in it just to wind them up. And then everyone started asking for it. Yeah. So I said, oh, you can have one too. Yeah, of course you can. Yeah. So now it's like, it's massive. Like,
so it's got a nice story.
Yeah.
It's a game-changing story.
Yeah, it was just like a tongue-in-cheek joke that I've ended up keeping, and everyone kind of likes now. So I think we've sold like nearly 200 hoodies since we've reopened the gym.
Amazing.
Like over 100 rag tops.
Yeah.
And we've got loads of like.
I think I saw someone walking around town when we were in the
Did
towns.
you?
Yeah. I should have took a picture and sent it.
Yeah. It was like, we've got loads now. Yeah. So it was, so that's came about, and but I think, like I said, it's what got me there. Just, I don't know what got me there. I looked at, the more you get into training, the more you look at your environment and you look at what you've got, and all you see is the faults in it. And I see the faults in my gym now. Everyone tells me how amazing it is, but I look at it, I don't see how amazing it is. I just see where I've gone wrong, and that is it. So I'm so self-critical, and so I'm such a perfectionist.
It's so similar to me.
Yeah. So it's kind of like I'm looking at the gyms. I'm going, we need that. Because I did the poleworking course, PICP, so I thought, well, I need this, and I need this, and I need this. Yeah. And I'm OCD. I must have this. Yeah. So then I must have it. I must get it. So then I built this gym, and then I did it. And then obviously you go on another course, and you do like Phil Learning, like the hypertrophy camp. And then I was like, well, I need that now, don't I? Well, so I better go and get that. So then I want that. And then, so every time I do something, and then obviously I'm up to like nearly 90 bits of kit now, so I don't know where I'm going to go from here. So it's just kind of like, well. So my passion for it is I just love gyms. Like, I love gyms, and I think it's because, a bit like you, when I go in a gym, it's like a sigh of relief, and I feel like the weight of the world leaves my shoulders, and for like the duration that I'm in there, I'm not stressed, and I'm just like, oh God, right, I can just chill out now. Like, people can just like fuck off and leave me alone. I'm in my church. And I feel so de-stressed. It's a bit like, I feel like when I'm with my little boy now, he brings like this kind of like aura of like peace to me. And it's kind of like that same in the gym, where then I leave and my phone goes, and all straight, I'm like, oh yeah, right. And the phone's going, text message, email, ring. Yeah, sorry, I'll pay that, I'll sort that out. And it's like, it's I just turn my phone off, leave it in the drawer, walk into the gym, music is bouncing. It's like a wall of noise. And I just like, I can't hear anyone talk.
Have you had any complaints from the neighbours?
No, not anymore, because we're a separate unit now by ourselves.
Right.
But it is loud.
And
I love
what
it.
You want. We were the same. We were like, when you come out of some of our classes, your ears would ring like you've just been in a club.
Brilliant.
I remember some of the late stuff we did, and you couldn't sleep because you're buzzing so much.
And
that's exactly what I wanted for the hub, and now with the LUV Fitness, and hopefully we're gonna have studios in Manchester City Centre where it's gonna feel like it's a scene out of Blade. Kicks in, like,
blood comes out. Let's go.
That's it. So that's the vision for us with the spinning, with the boxing, to make Manchester create nightclubs. Do you know what I mean? With the Hacienda, we were the first.
Are we going to open studios in Manchester?
We're building a team together here. So I've got some great instructors. I've got obviously Nathan. I'm building a team.
That co-box, because I looked at opening night in Spinningfields years ago. I think that would blow up here.
Yeah, I think so. I think Manchester's missing something like that. There's obviously a lot of gyms, boutique gyms popping up, but I just feel like they've not got that realness. They've not got that rawness. They've not got Nick Phillips behind them, where I see things the way I want it. I'm looking like a railway arch, one side of it 50 punch bags, one side of it spinning,
glass front,
but just like but dirty. Do you know what I mean? We come from a dirt mill in Radcliffe that there was a cannabis grow underneath. I think the place stunk. Do you know what I mean? You come for the workout. I'll never be this spinning field super duper shiny. I want to feel like you're going into Asanki soaps of the world. That's that's the background I've come from. So that's the dream. Do you know what I mean? That's the vision for the LUV Fitness brand. Is to have fitness studios in town. So us getting into the Northern Quarter is me putting my footstep in the Northern Quarter, and then we're building a great team. We've got Olivia, I've got Pauline who's been with me a long time. I'm getting this great team behind me now. Do you know what I mean? And we get an army of instructors that we can say, right, let's go, let's open up this. Do you know what I mean? And that's the plan for me. I want to keep that nightclub feel. I want to keep that boxing feel.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Have you got a studio in Manchester currently?
Fitness, no. So we're looking at some. We're waiting for everything to chill out with the COVID, see what the situation is, let everything calm down. So 21 will be the year that we make a move. Yeah. Maybe 22, we don't know. But at the minute, we're absolutely loving doing what we're doing. Yeah. We're getting phenomenal results. People are being able to train more. We've still got that community. We still get that going live a lot. We do it via Zoom. We've my big screen up there. So I'm coaching people. We're still tapping in. People are still going to gyms as well. Yeah. So it's just like an extra if they want, or people are taking us with us in the pockets. So we do a lot of weight training. So we split our days up: chest, back, legs, bum. Do you know what I mean? So we do it here with the weights, but they're taking them into the gyms now. And setting themselves up, headphones on, so they're getting that structured training. Yeah. We've got people in all over training.
That's good. That.
So it's great. So it's working for me at the minute. Do you know what I mean? I feel like I say, the stresses I had with the old gym, with loads of things that were going on. Do you know what I mean? With other people that were in the building and just issues. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? I just got sick of chasing my tail. We were down a dirty old mill in the middle of nowhere, and we had no passing traffic. I did 8 years there. Do you know what I mean? I did my stint. It was a successful business. I could have quite easily opened up again after COVID, but I wanted to shift. I wanted to see the kids more. It got to a stage where my son plays at quite a decent football level. He's only young. He's only 6, but he's playing most nights now. And he's getting to the stage where you'll have to go to that. I can't do that. Oh, he's going to have to stop the pre-academies and all this. You'll have to stop that because I can't get to him. I don't want to live my life like that.
No, you want to spend every moment with him.
I don't. I don't. And now as he's getting older, I've got 2 boys, a boxer and a wife. I want to spend time. I want to know that I can make the business work for me. Yeah. Whereas my old place, I just couldn't.
Well, it's there to benefit your family, not to take over from it, isn't it?
Of course, exactly. So that's where we are now. And but the dream is to get this team. For us, it's all about the team, and then we can start opening up. Because we've noticed that there is great instructors in town, but not what we need to be doing, especially with the spinning side of things. So we're now approaching dancers. Yeah. So I'm training up dancers. They're all out of work. They're going to be out of work till spring 2021. Yeah. And so I'm recruiting dancers. So I'm teaching dancers how to ride a bike, basically. Yeah. So flipping it around from getting instructors to learn to move a bit better on the bike. Do you know what I mean? So I flipped it around and it seems to be working so far. That's so I've got a few coming through our academy. They all look the part, they look great, and they get the music. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
That's a big thing, isn't it?
It's the music for us. It's the music. So it's got to feel right. So as soon as you walk into a studio, it's got to be the music. So you've got to feel like you stood in a club and your favourite DJ's in the back room.
That's exactly, isn't it?
Do you know what I mean? You've got that nervous tension. Do you know what I mean? For me, it's all about the feelings. And then when you come out, you've had an amazing instructor. They've absolutely beasted you. Do you know what I mean? And you just feel like you're floating. That's what I want.
Big workout anytime you want it.
Definitely. So that's where. So what's the vision for Elite? Where's Elite going?
Oh God, where's it going? Obviously we just reopened, redone. We're booming.
It looks amazing.
Yeah, we are busy. Like we're probably the busiest we've ever been.
Amazing.
There may be another site. Like looking at it, obviously there's other people getting involved now. But it's just, I'm a bit like you really. It's catch-22. I don't want to go. I'm at a place now where 10 years ago I'm like going, I'd love to go big. Yeah, let's do it. Let's dominate. And part of me still wants that because maybe because of the ego, maybe. But then I'm thinking, I want to spend time with my lad.
It's the team. It's back down to team, innit? If you can get that team.
And that's it. I've got a good team now, actually. Yeah. So I've got a manager there. And obviously, but just opening a new. I mean, it's a lot of dough. Yeah, you're talking. It's going to be like 300 grand. Yeah. And then if people are coming in, they expect me to do X, Y, and Z. Yeah. And you've got to hit targets, and you have got short term and long term. Yeah. And if you're not hitting them, then there's going to be meetings. There's going to be a whys. So you're putting pressure on yourself, and sometimes at the moment the gym's 24/7.
That's incredible. How do you man that?
We've got a shop there and a bit of trust really. Yeah. I've got cameras in and all that, fob system, so they all fob in, fob out. We can see who goes in. Cameras, we clock on everything. So again, you trust people. Nothing's gone on so far.
Is it all lighting on sensors? So
So everything's on sensors. It goes on, comes off. So,
do you get people training 2:00 in the morning?
No, you don't. No, you don't. Yeah, I mean,
is it more of a PR sort of stunt?
Yeah, I mean, they all claim they want to, and you may have had the odd person come at midnight. like during Ramadan or something like that.
Yeah.
But on the whole, if you get somebody in at 10 o'clock at night, that's the latest, really.
Is it?
And that's it, really. So they think they want it, and it sounds great, but they don't really want it.
I used to train at Pure, Berry New Road, every morning.
Yeah.
I used to go in at 4 o'clock most mornings.
Yeah.
I'm a proper morning person, and you used to get quite a few in there.
Yeah, get a few.
Pure's huge.
I mean, you get the guys that are doing prep, like you get everyone that comes in like that's like doing say shoots and things like that. They'll do morning cardio, won't they? So they'll get in at 4:30.
Yeah.
Do cardio at 5:30. Shower at 6. If they're a PT, they'll crack on. Or if they're not, if they're on the road, is busy, whatever, they'll do what they'll do. So you get the odd ones, but they're not really like midnight 1, 2 a.m.ers, 3 a.m.ers.
Yeah.
You know.
No taxi drivers.
No, you don't really. I mean, not with you may do in the future. Yeah. You may get some shift workers that might pop in and things like that. They may do, but on the whole, not really many. No. Yeah. So it's quite easy from the moment. I can pop in, I can pop out. I come to the city centre.
Yeah.
There's no hassle for me today.
Yeah.
And it's just there's just no hassle with anything.
I think that's all you want as a
business owner.
You know, knowing that the systems are in place.
Yeah.
And you can relax, and you can, because you've always got that in the back of your mind, haven't you?
Yeah, and that's it. I'm not chasing £1 million anymore.
No.
Do you know what I mean? I used to think that I wanted to be loaded.
Yeah.
And I want to do this, and now you're looking at me. I just walk around in scruffy shorts, a t-shirt, and some old Converse. And what you see is what you. I'm Cumbrian. Yeah. You know, I'm not materialistic in a way. I don't own a Rolex or a Casio. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? I just don't really. I wouldn't go and buy like fancy clothes. You know, if I go out, obviously I won't put my shorts on and stuff, and wear a nice shirt and stuff. But I don't see value in money. I just see it gets me stuff. Yeah. And he buys my little boy stuff. Yeah. But I don't see value in it. I don't see. We're earning good money at the moment, but I'm not going to go out and buy a flash new car or try and do this and do that. I see no value in it. I don't think more of somebody that's got a lot of money. I don't think less of somebody that's got less money. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I'm at a time in life now where I'm kind of going, but we're the same age, aren't we? Yeah. I'm at a time where it is just about, I think you learn what matters.
Yeah, 100%.
And your family matters.
Memories. Yeah. That's all it is.
That's all you're going to take with you.
That's it. There's nothing better than having them days where we take the dog to the beach and just chill out, or I'm watching the little lads playing football.
Yeah. Cost nothing.
I'm zoning out. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Same again, I'm not asked about going to Selfridges, buying all this clobber. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, it's just, it does eat shifts, doesn't it?
Yeah, the best things in life are free.
Yeah, and I think that's what, having your own business is amazing. It just gives you that freedom.
That's
if you want to have a day off,
you
want to have a day off, you don't want to worry about things, that's the beauty. And I think
that's exactly what it does. It just gives you freedom, and it just gives you probably earn the same money in doing something else. Do you know what I mean? Whatever you want to do, like joinery, you could have been an amazing joiner and earned 78 grand a year, but again, the freedom's less, you're probably grafting more, you're probably been doing more big jobs, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it's not like, I think you just get to a point in life and you're like going, I don't know really. I think because when you've really tried to break the industry and probably not broke it really in terms of gyms in the past 10 years, we thought we were going to do it. We were on it. You were North Manchester, I was South Manchester. We thought we were cracking it. Yeah. Then Frontline pop up and just blow you out of the water, don't they?
Yeah, it's an interesting story there. Because I'll tell you the thing about Frontline. Before I had the gym, we used to do boot camps.
And they were under the arches, weren't they?
Yeah. So I had Get Lean boot camps with my pal Darren. And we set it up, and we got the contract on BBC, so we were doing Media City when they first moved in. So we used to get them lazy media people. They don't like exercising, as I look at Nathan. Not all of them. I'm sure there's loads that enjoy it. So that was hard work. So we were going into the BBC all there. Said, come on, we're doing a free boot camp outside, and then we had one at outside Barca, because that was the place to be.
Yeah, and they were down there, weren't they?
So we set up, ready to go. It's like, bloody hell, there's quite a lot of people turning up tonight. It's like, we're here for the boot camp. Yeah, Frontline boot camp. I'm like, I looked to the side and they had a big sign up, Frontline boot camp. So they pitched right next to us. It was a bit of like boot camp beef.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. To go from a boot camp to a £300,000 gym.
Well, they went to did not have a house like
back of James Larty's dad's house, went under a canopy.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's one hell of a story that I'd like to know.
Fair play to them. Do you know what I mean? And that's it. I mean, like you say, these gyms pop up, and
they killed it. They killed it. I mean, you cannot compete, or you couldn't compete. I think I'll go as far as saying my gym's just as good as theirs now, but it's taken me 8 years of grafting.
They're more town, aren't they? So
they're under the arch in Piccadilly. They're great. I mean, they took loads of my trainers, but their kit's Atlantis. It's Prime. It's Watson. It's Hammer Strength. So it's a fantastic gym. Yeah. But again, to go from obviously, mine was very like tiny gym. Yeah. Bit bigger gym. Gym.
You've done it
bigger
organically.
Gym. Yeah.
I bet every bit of kit's got a story. I was just speaking to Danny last week. He said everything's got a story. Yeah. You have to go and pick these things up yourself. Like,
reupholster it,
place, you know what I mean?
That's it, yeah. So you go and get that. I got that off Nick.
You've not gone through a catalogue saying, like, one of them,
No. And it was just like, we've built a gym, we've reupholstered it, we bought some new kit, you know, when you can afford it. But then, you know, those guys just opened up with, like, brand new Atlantis, brand new Prime, brand new Watson, brand new Hammer Strength, £100,000 dumbbells.
Yeah, I need to go and train there. It looks impressive.
It's an
amazing
gym.
There's enough space for everyone. There's enough. I think that's the difference. Like, now the market is so, like, we're probably 3-5 years behind what's happening in the States. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? And it's booming, but we're booming now. Like, the fitness industry is absolutely booming. Everyone's into fitness. Everyone's wearing yoga pants. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? It's an exciting time in the fitness industry as well.
Post-COVID, it's going to be huge, isn't it?
Yeah.
We are one of the industries that should thrive. And if you cannot thrive in a time which is, like I said, which is so restrictive within fitness, you know, then you're doing something like severely wrong. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? You're not passionate or you're just not good at it. Yeah. Because, like I said, everyone wants to get fit now. Yeah. Everyone was forced to sit on their ass for 4 months. And now, even like pure gyms, things like that, there's no music, there's queues, there's booking systems. And like, so if you can create something where you don't have to, you do it at home, or you can create like a bigger space, or there's no booking system and there is a DJ. You know, if you give it, there's an opportunity there where you can actually capitalise on this situation.
That's the beauty of not being a corporate gym, having a personality. Your gym is your personality. Your brand is you. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? It's just a reflection of your reputation. Your reputation, and that's it. You can pivot very fast. You can change. DJ, lights, boom, smoke. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Saxophone, you can get all that sorted. Whereas these big corporate gyms, it's like they've got to go through so many, and then before
pass
you know
pass it.
Pass it through, and there's a space for that. But I just find your kind of gym and what we had and what we will build. There's more personality, there's more excitement there. There's heart, soul.
People buy into you. Yeah. You know, and like, you know, people that come to you for the gym or for this. Yeah. Well, it'll be you. Yeah. It'll be you that come to, and it's harder to leave you. Yeah. You know, where pure gym, I mean, I guarantee. I mean, how many people stop the pure gym membership? Because there's no loyalty to pure gym. It's just a cheap gym, isn't it?
It's just a cheap. Yeah.
And that's it. So I'll stop that. Reduce my budgets. Where I know so many of my members went, and I'm going to keep the membership going for you because I know you're going to struggle. Your rent's been done. So the amount of people that helped us during COVID.
Same here.
And you know, and it's like, I think that says a lot about us, I think. Hopefully they saw our passion, they saw what we stood for, and they saw what we gave them.
Yeah, that's it. As soon as that COVID hit, I was like straight into the groups, chatting to them, guys, I'm going to sort you out, come down to the gym, get whatever you need, come and grab it, we'll set up these packs, grab what you need, I'm going to do some home training, we're going to do this, blah, blah, blah. Started off in the garden, dog was out, the kids were out, the internet was dropping, absolute carnage. Let's get into the kids' room, let's turn this into a bit of a film set. Let's start training people. I was like, I'm actually really enjoying just rolling out of bed, sorting the kids out, going into my back room, coming back out and spending time with the kids. Yeah. This is how I want my life to live. I didn't have to worry about the gym being open for so long. Do you know what I mean? So we just started building and building. But my tribe, my guys, I'd say 90% of them, like, went with me, and they're getting phenomenal results, and they're loving it. Do you know what I mean? And they trusted my process, and that's it. It's the loyal guys are unbelievable.
That's it, yeah. I mean? They're the ones
that come and go, I can't believe he's doing this, I can't believe he's doing that. It's like, you know what, I don't need you in my space.
No, anyway. You don't. The Hoovers.
I don't need you. Do you know what I mean? I've done so much to help you over the years. I've bent over backwards, and then as soon as one little thing that you don't agree with is like, and it's like, well, right, I'm cutting all ties. See you later, mate. I don't need you.
You don't even need life, mate.
You don't need
just good people.
Yeah,
good
just
vibes.
Good vibes.
And that's it. And it's like, you know, you appreciate those people.
You do.
And they appreciate you in the end.
Yeah.
And I think it's just like a mutual respect, isn't it? They see everything that you do, all the hard work. Yeah. And the ones that like watch me, like, I mean, I manually grafted for 16 weeks to get this new gym up and running. Yeah. You know, as soon as people started seeing me, they were down to help, the ones that helped. and there was a group of them, and honestly, they virtually, I don't like asking for help. I hate asking for help.
Me too.
I feel like I'm forcing people to help me, but then they're like, what time tomorrow? I was like, oh no. He said, no, what time? All right.
Yeah,
and they came down day after day after day. I had a fella called Dino. Bloody hell. I must owe him about 500 quid's worth of diesel. He's honestly, but these guys, you know, and they're in there now. Do you know what I mean? They're in there now training. It's their gym.
Yeah.
And I always say to them, this is the gym you built.
Yeah.
This is the gym you built.
Yeah.
And it's there. I always think it's nice this. And we've got get a little wall, and they're all going to sign it.
Yeah.
And it's just like their little, you know what I mean?
Put the stamp on it.
Yeah, that's
set in stone.
This is their gym. Do you know what I mean? I think, it's mine, but it's theirs.
Well, you
it's
build
their
that community, and you build
massively.
that community, and that's the key. I mean, you've got to, these trainers that want everything now, these youngsters or whatever. Look, everyone wants everything now. We live in the era of like, I want something from Amazon, it's coming today. I don't want it tomorrow. That's too long to wait. You've got to build that reputation. You've got to build that trust. You've got to build your tribe. You've got to build your community.
Yeah.
And then once you've got that, you're pretty much good to go.
Yeah,
but that takes 12, years. 15 years. We've been in this game 15, 16 years. You know what I mean? We've been around.
And still people will fall out with you. You know what I mean? In the end, you know, they always do.
I've learned how to deal with that now. I've learned how to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I don't even think about it
No,
again.
it's gone. I'm like that. People think that you're heartless, but you're not. You just, it's like, I'm not doing anything to annoy people. I have to work with the benefit of my business.
Yeah.
And ultimately, your benefit of your business is what's going to benefit your clients.
Of course it is.
But then, you know, like, and the only people that tend to piss off are the ones that work with other trainers.
Yeah.
And they think you've been harsh to that other trainer.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, I haven't. How have I been harsh? I've been very, very good.
Yeah.
Why should they get this? Why should they get that? What do they do?
You're never going to please everyone.
No, you never do.
You're never going to please everyone. And you can't. And if you go into that mindset of never upsetting people, which no one wants to.
Yeah.
But it's business, isn't it? It is business, you know what I mean? And you've got to have that thick skin sometimes. You've got to be able to take things on the chin, which I am a bit of a soft ass. Do you know what I mean? I do want to try and help. I'm a giver, me. I'm a full-blown giver. I'll give you the shirt off my back. Do you know what I mean? I'll give you anything.
Yeah.
And sometimes that works against you. Because then when you start saying, actually, I need to charge you for that, or I can't let you have all that equipment that you've got
for free.
For £200 when he's talking £1,000 of gravity, Watson benches. Do you know what I mean? Stuff like that. I'm sorry, mate. Like, it's a part of a set. Right, well, do you know what I mean? I was like, all right, guys. Do you know what I mean? Well, come and get it all. Leave it out in the rain. It's like, mate, we've been mates for like 10 years, whatever. That's it. That's what, you know what? That's happened. So you've got to have that thick skin. Move on.
You just got to be like, you know, it's life, isn't it? You know,
of course it is.
I think it shows more in other people, isn't it? What they're about.
Yeah.
You obviously think more of them, or you thought they would, be better people, but ultimately you misjudged them.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
100%. So maybe gym number 2, maybe not. Just keep building that team.
Yeah.
Keep building that. So you're gonna get to 100 pieces of kit. When's that gonna happen?
Oh God, I don't think
we'll have a party with a DJ.
We ain't no room, mate. There ain't no room. We're cramming it in. But no,
do you do classes there? Do you do any classes?
We will do. There is a massive Group X area. We're not running them at the moment because of COVID, framework and all that sort of malarkey. But there is a massive area. I've got loads coming in. But future wise. But maybe a gym, maybe not. I don't want to commit to it. I'm listening to people. People are obviously trying to invest and coming to me. I've had like a lot of people come to me actually in the last month or so, saying, "My God, you're booming." People telling me that people are going like, "You're making waves here."
Be careful, isn't it?
And but I'm like going, you know what? I'm in this place where I'm like, I'm just happy at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah, have you heard the Carley Jones kitchen story?
No. Oh yes, I did.
With Tim.
Be careful. Yeah, they'll etch you out.
Get that on a repeat. I'll put a link to that on the bottom of this. That's a really good podcast. It's about investors. Do you know what I mean? To be careful about investors. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, they come to you and like I said, they don't see the 12 years of hard work that you've built. And they'll take it away from you in a drop of a hat, and I'm not about that. So it's a case of like, you got
to protect yourself.
Yeah, exactly. And like, if I'm in the game for another 15 years, and we earn a bit of dough, cool. But as long as my lad is fine,
that's the key.
Yeah, that's what matters.
Bottom line. And what a lovely way to finish this.
Yeah,
we could, like I say, we could rant on all day.
Could be good.
We could rant all day. We'll have to do this again, and because I feel like we've only scratched the surface.
Oh God, mate.
I feel like there's a lot more we need.
Scabs just come off. We're ready to go.
I feel like we could dig deeper, but thanks a lot for coming in, mate.
No, it's been great, mate.
Come over and train there. If you've not been to Elite Physique training over Stockport,
yeah,
guys, you need to go. Follow me on Instagram. What's your Instagram?
We've got Elite SK1, and I'm Dad 2 Slabs.
Dad to Slads. Check out his transformation. It is unbelievable. Awesome.
Thank you very much. Been great.